metric for data center architects to a serious consideration for enthusiasts and gamers, especially if they live in a region where energy costs are spiraling out of control, like in the UK. Of course, though, value over time isn't the only consideration when speccing out a new PC. How much is this thing costing me today, Linus? Less than you'd think. At launch, AMD's AM5 platform took a lot of flack for being poorly positioned compared to Intel's relatively inexpensive LGA 1700 socket. They did have the benefit of a supposedly longer support roadmap, but AMD's record on that is imperfect these days at best, and the chips, the RAM, and the motherboards were very expensive. Nowadays, though, the story is quite different. A solid B650 board is going to run you around $200 US, 16 gigs of high-speed DDR5 will set you back under 100, and the fastest gaming chip on the block, the 7800X3D, is going to cost you $450. Throw in a GPU and some other bits and bobs, and you're looking at an absolutely killer machine for less than $1,500. It's still not cheap, but if you want to save a buck, the 5800X3D is still out there for $100 less, and the market is flooded with dirt cheap AM4 motherboards and DDR4 memory. I wouldn't say then that Intel is down for the count, but they do need to counter hard, or it's going to be hard to come up with a reason to build Blue. That is, at least for now. Almost as hard as a reason to segue to our sponsor.
Thanks to Mine for sponsoring this video. Mine is the smart data assistant that helps you discover where your data is and helps you keep it where you want it to be. With Mine, you can exercise ownership over your data and reclaim your right to be forgotten by asking services you no longer use to delete your information. With how many data breaches there are these days, I don't want companies that I don't use holding my data. Sign up and Mine can let you know which companies can be relieved of the burden of knowing your email, your phone number, and your partner's birthday. We ran our email and Mine came back with over 300 companies, including many services that our team hasn't used in years, which still hold our financial data. Mine helps you send an official data deletion request through your inbox so the company can delete the personal data that they've stored on you. Mine also helps companies with the ultimate goal of simplifying and improving customers' online privacy experience. Sign up at saymine.com using the link below and own your data.
If you enjoyed this, check out our video on the 7900 and 7950X3D. We get quite a bit deeper into the trade-offs that are being made between 3D V-Cache and lower boost frequencies and how that affects some applications versus others.
Welcome back to Hardware Unboxed. Today we are finally able to check out these